Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. And I have this acrylic powder nail dipping kit that I want to show you guys. It's from Greshion and they sent me this to review. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe. And it does come packaged really nicely. So they have this little protector film on it. I'm going to take this off. But make sure that you subscribe and you also turn on the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. And I love this packaging. I love purple. If you guys don't know, purple is my favorite color. So let's open this up and see what's all in here. Ooh. Okay, so we have 4 different powders. So this one is crystal clear. I'm guessing this is white. I don't see the colors, but I see the numbers if you want to pull that up. Show the number on this one. This is cute. I like this color. This is so pretty. So that's that number. So it also comes with 1, which is the primer, 2 is the base coat, 3 is the activator, 4 is top coat, and 5 is the brush saver. So that's just to cleanse the brush. I can get it out. So these are 15 ml bottles. I love the purple, it's so cute. So I know we have some instructions here somewhere. Oh look, 3-in-1 dip powder, 8 years in the making. So these are the instructions. So this is what we're gonna go by. If you guys don't know, I have never used dip powder before, ever. So this will be new. They give you some cuticle revitalizer oil and rose oil is what that is. So you get some oil. You get a brush. I'm guessing this is to brush the dust off. A wooden stick. You get some nail forms. A file 100-180 Greshion file. And just like a little thank you card. So that is all that comes in the kit. So we are going to go over the steps. I will not be doing this on my nails. I have my best friend here, so we're going to do this on her nails. And I will put the steps at the top of the screen. And we'll just go through all the steps in the process. And I will show you guys the final results. So keep on watching. So here we have already prepped her nails and we added tips because she wanted them to be a little bit longer. Now in the instructions, we did apply base coat because in the instructions it said apply base coat was the first step, but we did not apply primer. So we noticed it was step, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I was just reading off the directions as we was going, and the directions did not say apply primer first. So we did not apply the primer. We only applied the base coat because that's what the first step said to do. So that was the only thing we noticed. We was like, okay, we didn't apply primer, but then we went back and read the directions and it never said apply the primer. So I guess that was like a step that they missed, but you usually apply the primer first as a bond to adhere to the acrylic. So we did not do that step, but we did that. We applied the bond, and then we applied 2 color coats, even though in the directions it said only apply 1 color coat, but to us it was still kind of sheer after the first coat. So we decided to do two, to dip twice instead of one time, so it can give a better um, pigment, because it was slightly sheer just with 1 coat. But the color that it is now, we were thinking it was going to be this color because I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. We love this color. But as you will see, once you dust off the powder, it actually gets darker. So it's not this color once it adheres to the bun. It actually gets darker. And I would say if you apply tips, make sure that they're blended really, really well. Because I noticed with ours, it was like a slight dip where the tip is, even though I did blend it and call myself blending it really, really well. But it still had like a slight little dip right there in the middle. So I did end up adding a little strip of clear at the end where the dip is. So as you can see, the color gets darker once you brush off the excess powder. So it was like, oh, it's a different color. We thought it was going to be the color that was in the bottle, but as you can see, it is not. It is not the same color. See, it's darker instead of lighter, and you can kind of see right here through the powder that it was kind of sheer, kind of see-through. So that's why we applied 2 coats instead of one, even though the directions said, 1 time. But I guess it would be up to you on the thickness that you want your nails to be. If you want your nails to be a little thicker, you can dip more times. If you want them to be thinner, you can dip less times. So, like I said, this was my first time working with dip powder. I feel like it's fairly easy. It's just time consuming. And you see this knot right here. I feel like if you only need to go in at an angle and pull out. If you try to go back in because you missed a spot, you could potentially mess up the nail because you're going to push some of the acrylic that's already on there that's kind of into the bone. You're going to push it out of place, and then it's going to make like a dip or a wave or something in the acrylic, in the powder, and you're going to see it. So I would only go in smooth and dip once and not double dip. So we applied the color, and as you can see right here, I am applying the activator. And you can see that little clear stress area, the little strip of clear that I put across the nail, because like I said, I had a little small dip in there and I was trying to get rid of that. Also, what I noticed was the clear had like little small bubbles in the clear, and you can see that. So it wasn't like a really crystal clear. Like you can kind of still see through the powder, the clear powder. So what I did was I went ahead and I filed, buffed, shaped, and this is after. So you can kind of see right here some of the spots of the clear. It's not all the way just like color. Like you can still see little specks. You can also kind of see slightly where I put the extra clear on the across like the little stress area. But like I said, if you would have did that before you put the color on, you probably wouldn't have seen that. So you probably should have did that. I probably should have done that first and then did the clear. But other than that, let me know what you think about this, if you would use this, and don't forget to subscribe.